Hi guys, welcome to TRT Pod. And yes, you're on the right channel because as you can see, I'm wearing kaftan. So don't be afraid, don't be alarmed. It's somebody's birthday today.
Some random guy.
And then our cake guy, Hack, has bought the exact same cake. And all he did is just change the name. I feel like it's the same cake.
It's probably the same board. He just wipes it off and just adds.
Japo, the exact same cake.
Yeah.
Hack, what do you have to say about this?
Consistency is key.
Curious.
What do you have to say about it? Just removed Uncle B. Just
My birthday is next, and I do not want it.
yes. The boy is
I don't want it.
I expected that
I
I
don't
would get
want
a
it.
different cake. Do you know what I mean?
I've tasted this cake enough. We want something new.
Hack, I'm not happy about this, but you know, do the honors, please. Wish the birthday boy happy birthday. And
Well, surprise,
and
surprise.
let's
It is Double's birthday today.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Which kind of voice is that?
Yeah. It's like they've designated me as the
Yeah, bro.
the guy who. Well, I'll keep it short and simple. Double has been my guy for several years now. I wish you the very best. I pray you are of better use to yourself, your family, Nigeria, TRT. And I pray that, say 50 years from now, when you look back in your life, you'll feel very, very happy and fulfilled.
Amen.
I pray that this prayer extends to each and every one of us here and to the viewers who currently and who steadily support us. Amen.
Amen.
And this is how I know Hack is not my guy. There's no candle. But let's move. Please,
No, but at least that means there's a difference
yes,
now.
At
least.
Thank you very much, guys. Okay, so we have a special guest, a TLT fan.
Supporter.
Right.
TLT fan in the house.
All the way
from
from.
KD.
Wow.
It's I don't know if it's a good time for him to come to TRT because his team just lost. He's a Chelsea fan.
He's a Chelsea fan. It's a good time. A lot of interesting
What's up,
conversation.
Ibrahim? What's good? What's happening?
I'm finally here on TRT, and I am so honored about this.
Nice.
So, despite our loss, I am still not worried because we played well.
Yeah.
And
Lukaku
luck
had more than
wasn't.
7 touches this time.
Yes, and he was sharp, and you could see that he was a concern to the Liverpool defense. After all,
I didn't
he
think his
scored a
goal was not. I didn't think it was offside though. I didn't think that was offside. Lukaku's goal.
I couldn't see it clearly, but
No, I don't think that's because now. They said so VR is so inconsistent. Yeah, they said they've changed the rule. It's no more where the body is; it's from where the leg is. So it almost seems like every single time they're shifting the goalpost to what is and what is not. And then I thought that was a clean goal. I just felt like maybe they wanted. And then again, I think there should have been a record to against
Naby
Chalobah,
Keita.
right? Yeah, that was a clear record. How VR is missed. So what is like me and Hack before we came on, like before we discussed the games of the week, like there's been some very crazy calls this weekend,
Yeah.
VR wise. The Man City one, like it's like so,
Rodri,
like
that's
shoot,
fucking
like
insane.
why, like do you know? I feel like before, if the ref didn't see it, right? Before we had VR, if the ref didn't see it, I feel like people were okay with it. But now you have the VR, they've checked it and they deemed that not a foul or handball.
Did you even tell the ref to go
No,
check?
that's what I'm saying. So the guys in the room,
They didn't even tell him to
they
go
didn't
check.
even. Do you understand? So
That's even madness.
it makes it more, how I put it, malicious or almost like someone has something riding on that. Because if the ref saw it or if the ref didn't see it, nobody's whispering to him that. So what's now? Should we scrap VR in England?
I think you raised two issues. One is generally objective, the other is subjective. Because I would say when you mentioned the Lukaku offside, I think the way VR works now is you're either off or you're not offside.
There's no
Technology,
grade,
so
yeah.
it's always objective. But where I would kind of agree with Double is like, it's as if in that particular incident they went back to last season. It's like they were measuring his sleeve.
Yes.
Which was kind of confusing for me. But the subjective part of the red card, because when you were mentioning it, Jack Paul shaking his head, it means it's a subjective decision based on the referee. So even if they sent him to the VAR to check it, it's still a subjective
but he had
decision.
6. He came out to say he had 6 stitches because of that.
Yeah, but
that was very like so.
What we will not take, sorry, Double O, the one we will not agree to at all is that Rodri did not handle the ball.
But there was a talk that it might have been offside.
How?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's-
But that was clarified afterwards because during the presser that I watched, Lampard said they cleared the air up with him and said that was not an offside decision. It was.
So they've cleared that.
Yeah.
Because you would see it, like
And even
if you
'cause
play
even
ball,
Pep-
you know the way he tried to clear the
But
ball.
Pep even came
far.
out to say like if that ball if it wasn't offside, it's a pen. Like Pep,
So how do you not give?
And that's
that,
the second
though?
time. Let's
You
watch
get it?
that
So,
space.
because
City Wolves.
because
Yeah,
the other
City
day
Wolves.
City, they've been getting away with some
Continue.
dodgy.
and then we
dodgy.
discussed last week against Liverpool, City, right? Spurs, right? The handball.
Romero's
Then
one.
that was given as.
Oh yeah, we had
as-
this
as-
conversation
as
when
a
you were saying he
penalty.
was trying to cover
But
his
the other
face.
one was like I like. It's almost like they want City to just go away with this.
Yeah, Liverpool keep pushing, make it.
Do you
interesting.
understand?
Chelsea. Yeah, it's true.
Realistically, yeah. I mean, I was going to ask Uncle B this, but what are the? Do you think the title race is on?
The title race is very much on, and I believe my money is on Liverpool to win it.
But you said off camera that you think Chelsea is still in the title race.
Yes, we are. If we
Wait, how many points are you off Liverpool at this point?
we are currently off
Let me check
13 points off Man City with a game in hand. So
And you think
if
you
we
can-
win that game in hand, it's 10 points. And this is the Premier League. Everything
what's
can
going on, 10
happen.
points?
So do you
it's not that
think
the
Man
City?
City
That means City needs to
lose 3
four-
games
four
first
games
before they
then.
catch them?
Yeah, 'cause
That's
it's
very
12.
much possible. They've got games against United.
4.
They are
Yeah,
not
they have
losing.
games against
Liverpool.
United.
Come on.
Bro,
come
what
on.
does that mean?
Come on,
What does that
bro.
mean?
Come on. Why do you like setting up
Liverpool.
yourself for this? Come on. Come
No,
on.
but you know my
Against
stand. You know my
United.
stand.
City
So
are
let's not
better.
even go there.
They could lose to Brighton before they lose to United.
It's not their
Come on.
choice.
Come on.
It's not their choice.
Come
It's
on.
not-
United is not.
Fam, they need to
In
lose
fact,
4 games.
Yeah. In order
And like
for
so they'll start one this weekend.
and they need to lose 4
And
games.
then you guys
and
need to win all your games. You first of all, you cannot win all your games.
Realistically, we are not in it, but we are hoping for wonders.
Yeah.
Okay,
Martin
so
Kelly,
as
you are
as
still
a
in it.
yeah,
Okay,
as
that's-
a
This guy's a
as
closet Arsenal fan.
As a chair.
That's not fans and hopes and dreams.
No, but what do you guys think though? Do you think we have a title race back
Yes,
on?
yes.
Of course, of
I-
course.
I vote yes.
Yeah, especially like when you think about like Liverpool's signings and like their depth.
Bro, there's a game in hand. So if you
Bro.
win it, it's 63, 60, and they're still going to
No,
play.
I think they've played
sorry,
the game.
they played the game in hand,
Yeah,
but
so
they're,
it's 3
they're,
points
they're
now.
playing City.
It's still
Yeah.
at 6
So
points.
if they beat
City played this weekend against Everton, while Liverpool.
Yeah, so it's 3
played.
points. It's still
It's
3
6
points.
points. City are on 66, while Liverpool are on 60.
Okay, yeah, so Liverpool's got
Okay.
2 games next
Yes.
week. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Well, I mean, Liverpool's got, I think, Crystal Palace, right? There's upper week, right? They've
And
got
Arsenal.
no. This week they've
games-
got West Ham, right?
City's games are easier.
And then
Way
Liverpool's
easier.
got Arsenal next week and Brighton, which is
But then in terms of
Arsenal.
like
Arsenal.
Liverpool look like they're in a better place. Like they've been looking
yeah.
more
That Diaz
convincing.
guy seems very.
Bro, that guy looks really good, man. That guy's a
he's. I mean, they had to remove Mane in that cup final.
Yeah, I feel like Mane's position is under threat, man.
No, I don't think so. I just feel like I feel like for that game, the energy he was bringing in, I feel like Mane exhausted that at the beginning of that game. Bro, please, can you turn off? Can you please?
Hack, don't be irresponsible.
He's a very, very responsible human being. That's why he wanted to stay out and just
be a
car.
nuisance off camera. Well done.
Anyways, so he had. I think Mane. I don't think Mane's position is under threat. To be honest, I think it's a case. I mean, when it took a while before Jota was able to unseat Firmino, you know, because Jota had to be coming off the bench, and then Firmino, was scoring constantly, and then eventually Firmino injured, and then that spell. So I think it will still take a while before Diaz. Except if I think he's a just in case Mane doesn't sign player, just in case Salah does not renew his contract player. Because Salah still not signed his contract, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel they're already replacing the three guys.
three, yeah.
What do you think, man? I feel they're replacing.
Luis
three.
Diaz, from the first game I saw him, it was a game Porto played in the Champions League, and he was so good that I followed him on Instagram and started watching over him. So that, how old is he? I don't really know his age.
He must be.
But I believe he is a typical Jurgen Klopp player, such a hard worker.
Yeah, like
So I
skillful and
believe
decisive.
he will thrive at Anfield. And Liverpool in 2019, when
He's
if-
25.
Aha.
Yeah.
Mane, Firmino, 29, turning 30 this year. So
if to
5
say
years.
in 2019 Liverpool had lost Salah, Mane, and Firmino, they would have been dead as a football club. But now they have backup options. There's Jota, there's Luis Diaz,
Minamino.
there's Takumi Minamino. So they have got various options, and now they are
Don't read that guy.
they are dipping themselves more in
I
the
like
market.
him though.
So
I think he's a decent player. Sorry.
they are dipping themselves more in the market. So it's a sign of better things to come, unfortunately.
So you don't think Diaz has a chance of like displacing Mane from the
No,
starting 11?
not yet.
No, not yet.
All the front three are better than him at this
Mm.
point in time.
So Japo, I mean, we sat here the other day, spoke about. I said I didn't think that United would win, you know, and then they didn't win. 0-0. Ronaldo played 90 minutes. Everybody, like, did you get like Japo? What's up? What went down? What happened?
I just feel like
At Old Trafford, I feel like these are points that you should be getting
No,
because
for-
obviously, you know, on the back of the fact that Tottenham lost a couple of games, Arsenal is coming back with a couple of games in hand. Those are games that you should be winning.
yeah, for sure. Like
Arsenal winning Wolves back to back. Like it's like so those are like almost feels like those are the other teams. Like United should have gone ahead, and then these guys that had like game in hand because Spurs still has like a couple of games in hand, right? Arsenal has 3, and then United is drawing against Watford. What's going on?
yeah, but to be honest, like it's one of those games that like I feel like we could have won easily. Like we created like a lot of chances. We're just not clinical enough. Like it's not that kind of game that I feel like United didn't play well or they got the tactics wrong or I feel like he did everything that he could have done.
Yeah,
to
I think
try
the
and
manager
win.
was spot
Yeah.
on.
But
So
then what
just on the pitch, what was going on?
what I feel is happening now is first of all is I'm not a big fan of how Ronaldo has been playing, but let's be honest, it's like this guy is 37 years old. We don't have a backup striker. This guy has played like 4 or 5 games at a stretch. Like
But that's the problem. From the reports, he wants to play. Every
yeah, he wants to play, but then
Do you get
it's not so.
he doesn't want to be benched. Like
No,
I feel
no,
like
I
he
know.
needs to be benched sometimes.
course,
just not because he's not good enough, but because he's not.
No,
as
yeah,
fit as he used
that's
to
not
be.
even the issue is not even about that. It's like okay, if you bench him now, we don't have an out and out striker. We're dealing with the fact that like stupidly we sent Martial on loan. No one expected what
But
would
Martial was not.
happen. No, I know, but like, I'm saying like it would have been an option.
I feel like if
It would have been an
if
option.
things were bad enough, you could play Rashford as a 9.
Nah,
If things were bad enough,
like
you could
trust me.
substitute him as a 9, or you know, or play 4-3-3 like Liverpool is playing.
No, like to be honest, let's be realistic in terms of like our attacking options. Like we're light, if we're being honest. First of all, Greenwood is away.
Yeah.
Martial is in there. Cavani cannot play 3 straight games.
Cavani is injured.
He's injured as well. You know what I mean? So who are we left with? We're left with Langa, obviously. I see like Ara trying to be sensible about bringing him in a team. You don't want to put him, and I feel like that's why Rashford is struggling now and Greenwood struggled. Is like we put in all these young players and expect them to start to play 90 minutes every other game. But like I think Ara is trying to be sensible with bringing him into the squad. So I feel like it's a squad problem. Like,
so in the interim, it means if you keep going like this, top 4 hopes are dwindling. Because now it almost feels like with the other guys having those 2 games or 3 games in hand, and you drawing that because that was a crucial game for you to not draw. Because you're going to the next couple of games are tough games. You're playing Man City, Tottenham. Because if you'd won that and then you get something at Tottenham, you know.
Yeah.
But then you know you still have Arsenal coming, playing like very good football right now and winning all their games.
They have a game against Tottenham.
That's
One of their games in hand, no, Arsenal. 2 of their games in hand
Yeah,
are away
but-
to Chelsea and Tottenham, which
But with
you can't see them
with
coming
the
away
with the with the way I've been seeing Arsenal playing, they've been out of the 4, they've been stronger. You know?
I think Domino is spot on. I think Jackpot, you're right in the sense that personally I feel RR is doing this Ragnick or Ranick, however it is pronounced. I think he's doing a decent job, or the best he can do, to be honest, at United. And well, like the year said, whatever ghost is haunting United, I think the ghost is slowly and steadily on its way out, but it's going to take time. But for Arsenal, Jackpot said, I think a few episodes back, that I'd rather have points on the board. A good example is Burnley now. They said abracadabra and the games in hand have gone essentially, and there are no points to show for. All of us that bought Vegas on Burnley. No, but he delivered for you guys. Vegas from Burnley, no, he got 2 and 1 point. All of us that bought Vegas from Burnley on FPL know exactly what I'm talking about. But for Arsenal, yes, on topic, I agree with you in the sense that our games in hand, I think, are against Chelsea. There will be one now against Liverpool, because obviously that's along the line there. There's Leicester City, there's Spurs. Yes, as a fan, I am slightly worried at the names of those fixtures, but as a football watcher, I think Arsenal can go into those games very confidently and expect results. And that is one of the reasons I feel City stand a great chance, because as good as Liverpool are playing, by the time you juxtapose their position in Champions League with playing a very fit and well-rested Arsenal, they can easily drop points in that game. Spurs is North London derby. It can go anywhere, man. Either way. But
confident.
Of course, yeah, because I'm not just speaking from say this season. It's just since Arteta took over, really. The most points won is obviously the big 2, and then currently Man U, just because of the games in hand. But from when Arteta took over, Arsenal's defense is the 3rd best, so there's resilience there. Our issue has just been scoring goals.
Oh yeah, but I was going to ask you, what do you think about? Uche was saying the last time about Pepe. What do you think about Pepe? His performance in the last game, coming on, getting a goal, an assist.
It's just great for us, man, because it just seems like what that does for us is Arsenal fans have been going on and on about us not signing a striker in January. Now we have an attacker. Honestly, if he can keep the form up, it's just a new signing, and he can then tell himself that okay, starting afresh.
So full marks to Arteta.
Yeah, because again, it's man management. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. Arteta, I think he brilliantly managed Martinelli, and we're seeing the fruit. Same thing with Smith Rowe. He's doing a great job with Odegaard.
He's been amazing with Saka as well.
It's just so. Kudos to him too for Pepe, because he said it last week that he has seen a new Pepe in training. Then he puts him on, and then lo and behold,
that goal was pretty good.
He rescued the points, man. And can I just say, man, Ramsdale, if somehow this gets to you, I love how you celebrated in front of Neves.
Oh yeah,
because Neves was being a dick about.
I don't know, man.
Celebrating.
Whether Jamal, no, let me not even just say it. Please. How can you tell me how to celebrate?
Exactly.
Are you joking?
No, but I love it. No, but just to add to what you said as well, it's like I saw a side of Arsenal that I haven't seen since Wenger days. It's like the Arsenal we've seen for a couple of years wouldn't have gotten anything against Wolves. Do you know what I mean? I saw an Arsenal that was like, and before, like Arsenal, one of the things that I think they struggled with was trying to score a pretty goal. But then you guys have moved beyond that. It's like,
and I think last time I mentioned Lacazette being good for those young boys, because
it's good because he kept their heads up. Do you know what I mean? Like, because other times, like, so the difference between that game and the United game is like there was no confidence that we're going to score. But with Arsenal, I saw a difference. It's like you were creating chances with confidence that like, we're going to take one. to and so that's my only worry as United fan, thinking like, man, if Arsenal continue like this, trouble day. So, but I hope it's just bullshit.
What do you think about Bielsa and the sack? I mean,
such a bad day for the Premier League in general.
yeah,
You
I
have
mean, but
got
he's been. I mean, I know he's good, but he's been poor the
The only
last.
person that has been worse than him was Ole.
He's been very poor.
The only problem with Bielsa was that last season, their first season back, if they were to lose a game, they would have lost 4-3, 3-2.
They were scoring as
It
well.
was pulsating. They were scoring and conceding at the same time. So the problem this season has been they have been conceding many while not scoring. They didn't score against Liverpool, didn't score against Tottenham, and
Scored
lost
two against United.
in a very ugly way against Man United.
Bamford and also as well
And
Phillips,
Phillips,
yeah, because those are like any team just to
So,
add to your
but
saying.
And their
as a
captain
coach
as
though,
well.
as a coach though, shouldn't have how will I put it? A backup for this because
they bought Daniel James.
Yeah, no, she did not have like a backup for this. Like if you tell me, oh yeah, these two players. I mean, a couple of seasons, last season or so, Liverpool had a couple of injuries, Van Dijk and then they managed, to stay afloat, right? So saying that he couldn't do this because they were like, it almost feels like he was being too stubborn. Like you could he could literally have tweaked a formation just to get a result, but he just he kept going on this attack.
And also as well, there's something they said about in terms of personnel. Like he's the kind of manager that doesn't like to change his squad. If he has a squad of players that he trusts, and there's been talk about this other young guy that plays well. I think it's Reinhard or something like that. Like they've been talking about he's not giving him enough game time, and like why is Daniel James playing even when he's not delivering? So I think, just to add to what you're saying, is like I think one of his greatest problem was like he has succeeded in a certain way. He had brought them up, and like it's just difficult for you to tell that kind of man that like, yo, what you've done to get these people this far is not working anymore. And I feel like it's something that I've seen a lot with. Just to digress a bit, is like when you watch AS Roma play, if you watch the Italian league and you see what Jose is trying to do, is like he's still stuck in a style of football that like it's not working. Like so, and it's just so difficult to tell a manager that has won in a certain way that like, guy, this thing that you're doing is like, how do you something that I've done? So I feel like what was happening to him is that he had reached the ceiling for Leeds. It was the best move for everybody.
And these last few words of Jackboy is why I highly and will always highly rate Pep.
Oh, Pep evolving.
Because man, it just changes. It's like, okay, this is how the game is now.
Bah.
And then he's even setting the way for people to follow. He's the one that
but
started
I feel
this
like the
rubbish
older
since
guys
Edison.
did that. The Wenger, Fergie, because those guys adapted over a period of time with different.
But less competition
but less competition, so they could do what they were
Yes,
doing
they could
for
get
a
away
while.
with
It's why it swallowed Wenger at some point, because he was getting away with
he was
it and
getting
getting
away
away
with
with
too
it.
much. So how do
And
you
then
tell him
football
that?
just went a few steps ahead. Gang pressed, then Ragnick came around, and then everybody's playing out from the back now.
Even with United, like that's part of when Fergie left, United couldn't even bounce back because like Fergie had created a style of managing a football club that like it was so obsolete.
Across from
Do you know what I mean?
level
Like,
all the way.
So once you remove that man that's in charge of everything, like where do you start from? Like if you notice, like Man, you were starting to have positions in our backroom staff that we didn't even knew existed.
Yes,
You know what I mean, things that like likes of Arsenal and other clubs had for years, or only just how can a club like United only just getting a director of football? And then the conversation about Fletcher, everyone is asking what is his role.
Exactly.
The club doesn't even know the job description of his role. So I feel like it's so, just to add to what you said, is like there's an interview with Pep where he was saying that like one of the things he has enjoyed about his football career so far has been Klopp. That going head to head with Klopp has forced him to evolve. Do you know what I mean? It's not just about him winning every other team. He's just thinking about what is Klopp doing differently, and like he has forced him to evolve his game. He even said that about Conte. When Conte came to the league, he picked up a couple of things. So yeah, that's why I feel like he's definitely the best manager in the world, man.
All right, guys. So Newcastle, they've been doing well. I mean, they won Brighton.
He's smiling like that. That's the okay. Like I was just.
They've been getting points, as in credits to Eddie Howe, right? They've been doing well. Like it almost. I keep forgetting that they're relegation team.
And they're doing it without
they're
any
out of
force.
relegation, right?
They are 14th.
Yeah.
14th, bro.
14th, like,
That's,
and they look like
that's
they were.
ridiculous. I mean,
yeah.
money would do you a lot of good.
No, but,
because
but then to think about it, like we say money, but like they didn't even go and splurge like the way we're thinking they will splurge.
yeah,
It's
so
like,
so it's that
money
so
with a combination of money.
I feel like the money you're talking about is, you know, there's a different level of spending when you get to
when you buy
when
Maguire for 80 million.
when you're challenging for Europe or something, like this is money that is getting you off. Because if I can imagine if Brighton had this amount of Burnley had this amount of funds, right? They could have gotten some players that would lift them out of that.
No, but
you know,
Man, brother, man.
but it's not always about money.
It's just how you break it down, bro. It's about money.
Money, no, money
Imagine-
and combination
wait,
of-
relax, bro. Imagine if, say, you're in primary 1 now. No, let's say you're a bit smarter. Let's say you're in primary 4, right? You're a bit older, right? And then one day you're in primary 4. Your dad just promises to buy you, say, a nice watch, right? If you top the class, right? And then you know that, okay, old boy, you have some money, but you don't have that much money. And then along the line, while you're getting towards writing your exams, you know that your
Popsy don't hammer.
bro, it's not about him making you a new promise.
It's just that you know that in delivering that
promise that
promise
was made,
Yeah.
you are going to smash the exam. So the morale of the other players, because they know that, okay, I'm now playing for my contract. I'm playing for a contract renewal.
That's crazy.
I'm
That's crazy.
I'm playing to stay.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because my agent knows that
Yeah.
whatever he calls out as fees, these guys can't pay.
have it.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
must show. See Shelby now distributing.
Yeah, even
passes.
like Maxim, like they
Say Maxima, he wants to play. He's
yes,
injured.
yes,
He wants to play.
I remember he was saying that, like, man, he feels like with he's always wanted to be the best player in the world, and he feels like with Newcastle there's a chance. You know that the bar
Of
has
course.
twisted his
See
mind.
Chris Wood running from
Bro,
Yeah.
he's happy.
He's happy
bro.
now. But that's
Trippier came all the way. Come on.
no, but I just see with that deal, like I always see, like I feel like, what do you think? Do you think Burnley got like the better deal, like selling what's his name, Wood for 25 and signing this guy for?
I think we'll know at the end.
At the end of the season, still too early.
If they survive good for both clubs.
Been
But
doing so-
apparently it was a release clause. I think
that they triggered.
Yeah.
Look, you said you were watching him at
Yes, at Wolfsburg, and he is quite. He's quite.
Man, be careful what you say. FPL. It's quite what.
It's quite what. No, but like, is it good? Is it?
I added him. I added him to my free hit draft and gave him the captaincy.
Oh,
He also
sorry. He's a very crazy person.
No, but
Guys, let's talk quickly
Because it
about
was Watkins or that idiot.
Southampton, right?
Wow.
They've been winning.
yeah.
Drew at Man City, drew at United,
Beat Spurs.
Be like all of a sudden it just feels like everybody didn't see them, like everybody had forgotten about, and then all of a
They're
sudden
just like, and I think he also.
I know,
coincided
and
with
then
this
the
guy
problem
coming
with
back from injury.
them, Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
the problem
man.
with Southampton now is now that they every season after season, they always have players that you can buy and are always willing to move. Because I know Liverpool, I think he plays for Chelsea. Right? So he's definitely going to go back.
No, I think did they sign him?
Yeah, he's on
It's a
loan.
loan
Yeah.
deal.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
And then Broha,
Yeah.
that's a good one as well.
So-
but then it's like, but the guy that really amazes me in that team, that he doesn't look like he's doing anything.
Che Adams.
No, Prowse.
Prowse.
James Rodriguez.
No,
Like,
it's
James
just-
Rodriguez.
no, what I mean is like it's not
Prowse
fancy,
is-
but like he knows
He knows his
does
football.
does
He's
his-
not.
What's right.
and
yeah, he
and
goes quiet about
that
his
combination
business.
with Romelu as well is like that guy just goes under the radar doing his.
He goes quiet about
Quietly,
his
but
business,
then
and
he's
I
effective.
love the way they're playing right now. And with like right now, anybody should be afraid of playing.
Yeah, and she had like Adams as well. It's like we wrote him off as a flop a couple of seasons ago, but now the guy is coming good. Like I remember like at the start of the season we said
no,
like
there was
with
somebody else other than
Inks.
no, not Ings.
After they sold Inks,
So
we
they
thought
bought
like
Armstrong. Yeah, there was
yeah, Armstrong. Yeah,
was
yeah,
scoring
yeah, he was
and
on
all
at
of
the
a sudden,
beginning, but
Yes.
and then this guy's
And
back.
then they
just-
forced him out of the team, I think.
yeah.
so we can say Kane is back, right?
Yeah.
Officially,
Yes.
we can say he's
No,
back.
it's like, bro,
I mean-
he's the best English player.
And then now him and Son officially have the best partnership in
37.
the Premiership.
Just
Just
history.
That's-
surpassed Lampard and Drogba.
Yeah.
They
So now they
equaled it
surpassed him.
the previous week and passed it.
Like I feel like
this week against
prior
Leeds.
to, I feel like I know that they were doing so well together, but I feel like when Mourinho came, they scored a lot of goals together. Because Kane had that
Yeah,
goal
Mourinho
where
gave
he was
Mourinho,
holding the ball and then he was.
Oh, Lampard, rather.
No, Kane and Son.
Okay, yes.
No, but
like that's when-
relationship was
Same thing
more
to Lampard
one way
and
before.
Drogba.
Yeah.
Scored a
Relationship
lot
was-
of
Yeah,
goals.
under Mourinho. So I think Mourinho knows how to do that with.
And I think also as well before, like you said, before Jose came, it's like a lot of the goal combination was Son assist.
Yeah.
But then when Jose came, Kane got in
Yeah.
the assist as well, and
Yeah.
like Son started to score. So I feel
Because I
like
can remember a game where Son scored 4 goals and all of them were assisted by Kane.
Yeah.
All of them away at Southampton, 5-2.
Yeah.
That game.
What other games? Okay, I think. So is Burnley still relegated?
like I think for the league it's best they go like at some point because
I don't know.
I really.
No,
would
I
want
just
Sean
no.
Dyche to get a good job
I
somewhere.
want them to stay. I like. We can't all play the same way.
yeah they're
See,
good.
I think- I
They're
think
good for the
that's
variety.
Burnley is like
It's just like how
it's
we
like
always
the Stoke.
we always
of our time.
You took the
The
words
Stoke
right
or-
out
or-
of
Yeah,
my
it's like the
Sam
Stoke.
Allardyce
Always
Bolton.
dreaded going to Stoke.
Yeah,
Every
Britannia.
big team, every you just
You
don't
know.
want to go there.
Shaw
Because
cross.
You know
Shaw
that
cross.
Delap is going to toss the ball.
I swear confusion.
And then Shaw
Cross
will
will just.
in. It's crazy.
No, but another thing that is really scary as well is like Everton. They are flirting really dangerously close.
Everton leads.
But it was an unfortunate game for them. This last one, they should have gotten a point.
I agree.
Yeah, but then the game before that wasn't. They didn't really
I mean,
turn
the
up.
game before that
I think
is
they lost at
free
Southampton.
flowing
Yeah,
Southampton.
yeah.
Yes. So right now I'm saying Southampton is you can't use them as a yardstick because got a draw at Man City, got a draw at United. They are playing. They beat
Yeah.
Spurs. They are playing very good football.
And they started the
I'm
season
very happy as an Arsenal
bad.
fan. They play us, I think, sometime in April, first week in April.
Did you get so?
I'm happy that they are
The-
playing
the-
this way because by that time they'll
They'll-
yeah,
they'll-
they
to
are-
play for.
because right now,
They have nothing to play.
Brighton, I feel like Brighton think they are safe because now they've been losing a couple of games. Like they were playing very well. It's like what lost 3-0 to
Burnley
Brighton.
at home.
Yeah, like what's going? Like it's a full. Like do they think they are really safe right now? Because the way they are going, it's like
This how Brighton,
dropping
like
up,
Brighton
dropping
has,
up,
they're
dropping
just
up
like that fair weather team. Is like sometimes it's like they're hot and they go to, but I feel like the way they go is like they get off the blocks pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So regardless of how much they falter during the season, they have enough points on the bag. On like,
And I think they play better against their big teams.
yes, yes.
They find it very hard to break down the smaller teams. While when they play the big teams, they go on the counter attack. We have seen it many times. They drew at Liverpool, drew at Chelsea, drew against Chelsea at the Amex. So they have done it many times.
The result against Arsenal, Luka, it's a big teams.
They drew 0-0 against Arsenal at the Amex.
Look at this gentleman.
No, at the time,
No. You
Sorry.
will not fight for your club. Okay.
No, but it was just like top of the mind big teams. Arsenal is not.
I think those are all the games for those are all the games for last week. So let's run through the games for this coming week and then 2 Champions League.
No, but
games.
also you said we were going to talk about like the final, Liverpool.
Oh yeah, I thought we spoke about that at the beginning, but yeah,
Okay.
I mean, given the only thing that I heard that I thought was I felt if Mendy stayed on, he would have caught a penalty.
Yes.
I get the Kepa sentiments, I get that, but then I feel like when you're in inspired form, like Mendy was in that game, I feel like you need to allow that moment. You need to allow that player.
Yeah.
Like even if he was not so good at catching, like it's like that game where they get saved the penalty. He was in inspired form. Like you can tell when a player is in the mood. Do you get?
Especially
And then,
a goalie.
do you get? So I feel like removing him, he would have caught 1 penalty.
And Mendy already knew what was at stake in the game because he made superb saves. And I am very confident Mendy wouldn't have let 11 penalties go
yeah,
past him.
he will have got caught.
He would have saved at least one.
I thought that was a wrong call on the on Tuchel's part.
Again, let me ask you, like football watchers, all of us here, who in a game like that, with the way the game was, who would you rather face? I think I would rather face a Kepa
Yes.
than a giant
Is that
of
you get
Mendy.
Mendy's big. Mendy's
And then think about it. Wait, no, one second.
Psychologically.
Think about it psychologically again that Salah, Mane, they had chance after
Couldn't
chance.
score
Diaz,
him.
and he was catching everything. So those guys
know
wanted
that
to
he's-
play the
he's
penalty.
very
But
tiring, though.
no, but come on, he did
No, I'm
okay
just,
now.
no, I'm saying for that game. In that
Senegal
game.
now, final.
Yeah.
He caught. That's his record. He caught.
Yeah.
Bro, one would have saved Chelsea.
One.
It
Just,
was
oh, you
But you
also
guys
a bad
did, but did
penalty, the
Chelsea
one
play
he
any
got.
penalty during the World Club?
yeah, the
Club
Kepa
World Cup.
Yes, now
Yes.
Kepa was strong
Yeah.
for you during
But
the World
my
Cup.
case here is that
Yes,
my case here is that Tuchel got the call wrong at first by playing Mendy. Kepa had caught all our games in the Carabao
like
Cup.
he was
if
the
I am
keeper
right.
for the
So
yes.
he should have stuck with him the way Klopp did with Kelleher.
Yeah.
That will have boosted the confidence of Kelleher, surely. So Tuchel, I believe, should have also done that.
He should have swapped.
Another
That's a
angle.
very valid point. That's a very valid
Another angle.
No, but just like that's also as well is like during the 90 minutes, it's like it kind of looked like Chelsea edged it a bit. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they had more clear-cut chances. Or what do you think about that?
It was a game where I was simultaneously happy and sad because we could have lost and we could have won. That was how it panned out because Liverpool got great chances and we also did. So I was happy Liverpool couldn't score their chances, while also sad we couldn't score
Mounts
ours.
though, Mounts.
Before we run through next week's games, so there's like speculations, right? Abramovic wants to sell the club in light of, what do you think
Yes,
though?
I woke up to that
What do
this
you think?
morning.
Is
It's
that a
really
welcome
sad for
development
us.
for you, or
No, I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
He has done more than enough for this club. He has won every single trophy Chelsea FC has contested in under his stewardship. So it's really sad to see.
So do you? I mean, do you think this would generally affect? I mean, it's like if there's a system put in place, it's just ownership that's changed. I mean, we've had there's a period where Man U was winning, but ownership changed, and then they still continue to win. Same as Arsenal, same as Liverpool, right? So what I'm trying to say is, I get that his model has been working, but I'm saying, does ownership, right, changing proper ownership, does it necessarily change how you win trophies? No, I'm not talking of in terms of bank, because whoever is coming in is obviously is going to have money anyways, regardless,
Yeah.
because you're selling for 4 billion, right? So there's already, you're not carrying away the whole Chelsea or whatever. There's a system in place, right? So does that affect? Do you think that affects the way Chelsea
Yes.
would go forward, maybe winning players?
It will certainly affect the mentality of the players because it's not easy having a change in, shall I call it, boss, because he is obviously their employer. So it will certainly affect their mentality, but it all goes down to how they react to it. But I believe and hope they will in a positive way. That's all I hope.
Just to add to what he said,
Yeah.
I feel like the thing about Abramovic that has been obvious is a lot of the players. I've had a lot of conversations, like especially with players like Torres. They're his personal favorites. Like he's ready to break the bank for players that he likes personally. So the question is, whoever is going to come on board, are they going to have that same? Obviously, they might want to spend the money, but are they going to have that personal touch, which I doubt. I don't know. Depends on who takes over.
Because of time, let's run. Okay, so next week's games, Leicester Leeds. Both of them were struggling. I've been struggling. Leicester finally just won a game.
Yeah.
And
What do you
then
think?
Leeds have a new.
Just predicted draw.
Yeah.
If this
draw.
question was asked the day before yesterday, I would have said Leeds with the new manager bounce. But after Leicester's win at Boldy, Leicester for
So
the
prediction, your prediction scores.
win. Leicester 2-0.
2-0.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it will be. I don't see Leeds losing that game.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, who's home? Wait, it depends.
Leicester is
Leicester
home.
is home.
Oh no, a slight Leicester win.
Oh, okay, let's move on. Aston Villa Southampton.
Tight.
It's an open game.
I think that's a draw.
I
man.
think Southampton wins though.
Yeah,
think
because like
Southampton
looks like Villa they are losing that
Yeah,
whatever
I
it was.
Villa
the
with-
Watkins has
game.
been pissed.
They won the last game.
Villa with the
Yeah,
support
2-0.
behind the support they get at home, you can never bet against them. But I will still call it a draw,
Oh, okay.
a score draw.
Burnley Chelsea.
Chelsea for the win.
Chelsea just need to
Chelsea
win
just
something.
needs-
And they need
I
to
think
win.
this one I know where my answer is. Newcastle Brighton.
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
But that's a tight one though. But
Newcastle. A share goal.
Almost relegation battle. Norwich Brentford.
Norwich, Brentford. I will tip Norwich.
I think Norwich would be. Brentford Dave.
Brentford to win.
Brentford away.
Oh no.
Norwich Brentford.
Norwich
Calling
Brentford. Sorry. No. They'll lose again.
But if not forgiving them for the,
Let's go.
if not forgiving them for the
Wolves
open,
Crystal Palace.
Wolves at
Crystal
home.
Palace win. Inshallah.
Yeah, that's what I
Wolves
want.
at home.
Wolves
I
at
think
home.
Wolves.
Wolves at home. Wolves at home.
I go with Wolves.
Crystal Palace, so that I
Crystal
don't
Palace,
jinx.
away win.
Let's go. Liverpool,
Counter-attack.
West Ham.
Liverpool should
Liverpool.
crush them,
Liverpool
please.
will win, but not convincingly.
Okay.
Okay. You said draw. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All
of
right.
course, that's what
Because Chelsea think they
Watford,
still have a
Arsenal.
chance.
Watford, Arsenal,
No,
so tight.
an away win. Convincing win.
Yeah, I agree. I'll skip a game and come
Watford,
back.
a draw.
Tottenham, Everton.
Tottenham at
Tottenham.
home will win.
Draw.
Wolves, Watford.
Wolves will win.
Wolves though.
Wolves, man. Wolves, they're solid though.
Okay, Southampton, Newcastle.
Oof.
Southampton at
That's
home.
the game I wanna
I'm
watch.
always
Sunderland
going with the home
is
team.
Yeah. That's what I thought as well. Like,
Yeah, but Newcastle, they are in fine form. Southampton.
Yeah,
is in
it
fine
will be a
form.
good watch.
Be a very good
Very
match.
good watch.
Yeah,
good
yeah.
for them.
Okay, you guys are not giving me your
The
scores.
draw is draw. I go for 2-2. I think could be a goal draw.
Southampton.
Southampton,
yeah.
Newcastle. Southampton 3-2.
Okay, and Leeds, Aston Villa.
Leeds will win that. It's at home.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
Leeds
they
wins
don't
Aston
lose.
Villa.
They're not losing that game.
They won't lose.
And then final game, Manchester Derby.
Bruh.
I am.
Just
Try
because
not
now,
to predict. If you're going to predict,
no
predict
bias
the
or
other way.
anything, no rival bias, but just because City has to win, they will win.
Because
Some part of
Yeah,
me
because
is
Man U
anticipating-
on different occasions where they've had to win, they've not won. But City, whenever they have to win,
yeah, they
find
can
a result.
they can get like a fake penalty. or-
exactly, bro. I'm with you now. I agree. They can
Some
get
part
a-
of me
a
is
fake free kick.
anticipating a shock United win. But that's if
No,
Ronaldo doesn't
no,
start.
I don't want to be shocked too.
That's if
I
Ronaldo
don't,
doesn't
I'm not
start.
interested in being shocked at all.
If
How are
Ronaldo
you
starts,
interested in-
I don't think United will win the game.
How are you interested in being
I don't
shocked?
think United will win. No, I
United
don't think
have
we're pantering, but
United
will
did it
not
last
win
season at the Etihad.
the game. This is different.
2-0.
This is different. This is different.
prepared for that.
All right, let's just run 2 games. So at the moment, because there's no away goal, Bayern Salzburg is still 1-1. Who do you think wins the second one?
Bayern
Bayern,
Who do you
emphatically.
think goes through?
Bayern.
Bayern.
But you know what? Salzburg played.
No, they
very
played well, but then
Played very well.
but they were home.
Inspired performances like that. Come on.
Yeah, they were home. But
They
Bayern
shouldn't
was
have
was-
conceded that equalizer.
Yeah,
Had
but,
they not
Yeah.
conceded, I would have given them a chance.
but the pressure,
But
man, like
after that,
Bayern were relentless.
Okay, and then final game, second leg, Real Madrid PSG.
I think Madrid
I tip Madrid to go through.
2-1.
Everybody
Yeah, but that 2-1 and then it goes to penalty.
Yes. Who has the better keeper?
There's no away goal, so
Courtois, man.
there's no away goal.
Couture is
Like,
on hot
no, in terms
form.
of form right now, like there are not a lot of goalies as he's been really good this season.
All right, guys. This episode was sponsored by Akira Designs.
And your birthday
you know,
cake.
Yeah, and my birthday cake that had got me. Thanks, Ibrahim, for coming all the way
You're
from
welcome.
KD.
Thank you
Nice,
for
lovely having you, and hopefully, maybe
Chelsea drops more points.
drop small points. Yes, bring you back here.
Liverpool,
I mean, we haven't seen Chelsea play in a minute, so we don't know how their form is.
Yeah, but and then they may have for FPL guys, they may have a double game.
Yeah.
Watch that space.
Don't
Hack.
see the way I don't open.
I don't think. You see, that's why I
Guys,
have grace. I'm a graceful guy.
Follow us on all social media: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. See you guys next week.
Bye, guys.